You ever open your wallet and wonder, where did all my money go? Spoiler alert, it didn't vanish. It was slowly stolen by something sneaky, silent, and kind of boring sounding: inflation. Welcome to Sticks and Cents. Today, we're exposing how inflation secretly pickpockets your money and what you can do to stop it from turning your wallet into a sad little echo chamber. Let's start with the basics. Inflation is just a fancy way of saying stuff costs more now because reasons. When inflation goes up, the price of gas, groceries, rent, coffee, and yes, even your beloved avocado toast, all go up. But here's the kicker. Your money, it doesn't grow by itself. So if your salary stays the same and prices go up, you're not just standing still, you're moving backwards with a smile. It's like running on a treadmill while it's on fire. Now, some inflation is normal. The government actually aims for around 2% per year. Why? Because a little inflation keeps the economy moving. It's like seasoning your food. A pinch, delicious. A dump truck, hospital visit. But when inflation gets wild, like 6%, 8%, or 9%, your dollar starts shrinking faster than your favorite jeans in the dryer. Let's do some quick math. If you have $100 today and inflation is 8%, next year your money will only buy you $92 worth of stuff. Congratulations, your money is on a diet, and the real insult, the things inflating fastest are the things you actually need, like food, rent, healthcare, and deodorant. Nobody ever says, wow, yachts are getting expensive. It's more like, why does a bag of grapes cost as much as my internet bill? And it's not just the price tags. Welcome to the world of shrinkflation. That's when your favorite bag of chips looks the same, but now has 17% fewer chips and way more air. It's like dating someone who slowly starts ghosting you, but with snacks. Now, what causes inflation? A few culprits here. 1. Too much money chasing too few goods. Imagine 100 people fighting over 10 Xboxes. Prices go up because people panic. 2. Supply chain issues. If stuff can't get where it needs to go, thanks global shipping disasters, it becomes rarer and more expensive. 3. Rising production costs. If it costs more to make bread, your sandwich is going to feel it too. 4th, government policies. Print too much money and poof, every dollar is worth a little less. It's like photocopying your driver's license and trying to use it as ID. Okay, so how does inflation actually steal from you? Let's say you're saving money in a checking account, earning 0.01% interest. That's basically a decorative savings jar. Meanwhile, inflation is 6%. So while your money earns pennies, its buying power is melting. You're not saving, you're slowly donating your future to inflation. It's like locking your money in a box, and that box has termites. Now here's where it gets extra spicy. Debt actually becomes cheaper during inflation. Wait, what? Yep. Let's say you owe $10,000 in student loans. If inflation rises, the real value of that $10,000 shrinks. So you're technically paying back less valuable money. That's why governments and companies with massive debt don't always panic during inflation. They just kind of vibe. And how does this hit different income brackets? If you're wealthy, inflation is annoying. Maybe your investments grow slower. If you're middle class, you're cutting back. No more extra guac. If you're low income, it's brutal. You're choosing between gas and groceries. So yeah, it's not one size fits all. Inflation hits harder the tighter your budget is. All right, so what can you actually do about this? Here are some solid inflation-proofing moves. 1. Invest. Don't just save. Savings accounts are comfy, but inflation eats them alive. Look into index funds, ETFs, or even a diversified portfolio. No, you don't need to be a stock market wizard. You just need to start. 2. Buy assets that rise with inflation. Things like real estate, gold, or even that weird Funko Pop that's somehow worth $300 now. Tangible stuff tends to hold value better than plain old cash. 3. Boost your income. If prices are rising, try to outpace them. Negotiate that raise. Start a side hustle. Sell that treadmill you've used once since 2017. Boom, you're a business. 4. Cut sneaky expenses. Inflation makes everything pricey. So now's the time to audit your subscriptions. Do you really need 5 streaming services and an app that teaches your cat Spanish? 5. Use high-yield accounts. Some online savings accounts actually offer interest rates that try to keep up with inflation. Try being the key word, but still, better than a shoebox. 6. Think in purchasing power, not just dollars. If your salary went up 3%, but inflation is at 6%, you actually lost money. This is called real income, and it's the only kind of math that makes your brain hurt without even using decimals. Let's get historical for a second. In the 1970s, inflation in the US hit over 13%. People were buying gold, hoarding toilet paper, and basically living the original version of economic anxiety. Fast forward to the 2020s. Pandemic stimulus, supply chain chaos, and wild demand drove inflation up to highs we hadn't seen in decades. If your grandparents seem weirdly passionate about the price of bread, now you know why. And don't forget, inflation affects your goals too. Want to retire? Inflation will mess with your projections. Saving for a house. That down payment now needs more zeros. Even your emergency fund needs adjusting, because 6 months of expenses in 2022 isn't the same as in 2025. Let's talk psychology. Inflation doesn't just hit your wallet, it hits your confidence, and you start asking, should I really go out tonight? Do I need real cheese? Or is cheese-flavoured cheese close enough? But don't let fear make your decisions. Let facts. And here's the truth. The people who thrive through inflation, they adapt, they learn, they play the long game. So let's recap. Inflation makes your money worth less. It's caused by supply, demand, production, and policies. Saving is not enough. Investing is your inflation shield. Budget smarter, earn more, buy assets. Know your real income, not just your salary. Inflation is annoying, but it's not unbeatable. And now you've got the blueprint. If this made you laugh, cringe, or scream into a bag of overpriced chips, give us a like, hit subscribe, and drop a comment. What's something you stopped buying because of inflation? And don't even miss. Until next time, stay sketchy, stay smart.